Another wild day for the stock of Williams-Sonoma, the home goods retailer, also known as Pottery Barn West Elm. This morning, Williams-Sonoma reported what I know was a good quarter, but because their gross margin came in a tad light, stock got hammered. At one point, it was actually down 12%. Then Williams-Sonoma held its conference call. Management had a lot of positive things to say about the state of business. Stock bounced back, finished the day just 4.5% down. That's why I always tell you to wait for the conference call before you decide to do anything. So could this pullback be a buying opportunity? Let's check in with Laura Alber, the bankable president and CEO of Williams-Sonoma. Get a better in the quarter. Ms. Alber, welcome back to Mad Money.
Thanks for having me, Jim.
Okay, so Laura, I want to start with something that's a little different from the way I normally would with a company that's known as a home goods furniture company. You have something called BottleRock that's coming up this weekend. This has gone on since 2013. Last year, 120,000 people there. This tells me, this is what I think of now of the new way that you're positioning Williams-Sonoma. Tell us about BottleRock.
Well, it's an amazing weekend, and I wish that everybody could enjoy it. You can definitely come onto our social channels and see what we're doing. But what we have is a 3-day music festival in Napa, where we actually are hosting the culinary stage. And so we put together combinations of people, celebrities, rock stars, athletes, with your favorite chefs who happen to be our partners. And this year we have people like Trisha Yearwood on our stage, and Bobby Flay, and Morimoto. And they're right there, and they're talking about what they're doing. And in many cases, they're talking about the food you can actually buy in the Williams-Sonoma store and how they've created it.
Well, to me, it says what Williams-Sonoma is not a furniture company, and that's a misnomer. What it is a company that is trying to think about the future, which also includes what your home should look like, but also what your food should be, what your holiday should be, which is why I thought it was a little ridiculous that it all came down today to a couple of points of gross margin, which were actually temporal. I think that you're going to solve the problems that may have caused that, which include the tariff, and you've already mitigated a great deal.
Yeah, I think you got to remember, too, from 2019 to today, we more than doubled our operating margin. And we, this year, are guiding to basically flat to last year with the tariffs in there. And that really points to the power of our operating model, our multi-channel platform, and our sourcing structure that allows us to go direct to vendors and give the customer incredible value. But also, it gives us flexibility when things change and we have to move goods. We can do that better than most people. Well,
you also had beat estimates of different divisions. It actually kind of an insane beat in Pottery Barn. Pottery Barn kids, I mean, these are just the biggest beats I've seen you. Williams-Sonoma up 8.1%. I mean, how are you able to make these tremendous leaps versus what the analysts are looking for?
I think you said it earlier. You know, people love their homes. They love entertaining and they love cooking, and we bring all that to life. And what we've been doing, our return to growth posture, is all about innovation and more innovation. And it's BottleRock every day at Williams-Sonoma, and that we're bringing this excitement and these stories to life in our stores. And people come in and, you know, your mind might be elsewhere, and you come in, and when we're doing a great job, it should take you away. Right now, if you go into Pottery Barn, you'll see the most amazing coastal product. Everything you need and don't need that you want to make your house more summery. And that is, it's inspiring, you know, and that's what we try to do every season, bringing in this newness and then coupling it with very strong collaborations, which drives new customers in. And then, you know, we have our other growth strategies on top of our brands that extend them, including our B2B business, which is an extender for all of our brands.
I love that business. I love the business of getting these hotels. But you really are in a category of one. Now, I am remiss. I mentioned today to our office, which, as you know, is filled with young people. You know who we are. I said, okay, what the heck is this Love Shack fancy? This is, I mean, like, I look like I really did belong in Sunrise Senior Living when I said that. This is what everyone is talking about.
Well, here's the good news, Jim. You are wearing the Love Shack Fancy color today, which is pink. And Love Shack Fancy, just incredible designers. And their aesthetic is very feminine. It is really on trend. It is young. It is fresh. And it's really selling. It sold really well in our Pottery Barn kids and teen businesses. And we're seeing great success in Pottery Barn now.
So how about these, when we talk about, I don't want to go this hospitality space is huge. I'm talking about St. Regis, Auberge, Westin, so many of these. In the time since we've been talking, this is a list. And then Tulane. I mean, you are now doing things that no one else is doing. I don't even know who's up for these contracts besides you.
Well, we don't want to take anything for granted. I think why people keep coming to us is we can do from soup to nuts. We can do the whole thing and make it easier for them. We give them great service. We give them great prices. And they can also design with us. So we have been working with some of them to not just give them what we already offer, but design something that they specifically want that's unique for them.
Well, it works. So I want to talk AI for a second. I remember I went to your West Elm store in Summit, and I found myself lifting a couple of chairs to see how they might look in my place, carrying chairs down to a major thoroughfare, Summit Avenue, looking like someone I just had absconded with chairs. I guess I could now look at my chairs in AI and not feel like such a jerk when I carry them.
Yeah, I think the thing to just always remember for us, AI is to improve the customer experience, right? That's everything we've always done. And now AI is going to allow us to do that even better, not just in the design, which you just talked about, and all the opportunities with design, but also in the delivery and the returns and all the pieces of our business that were more cumbersome. AI is going to help us do a better job.
Now, lastly, I do want to mention you did address the tariffs at length on the call. You've been able to resource. You're pretty much all over the map now. You still got a lot of China. What's it like in the front lines? You trying to get things at a place that have the lowest tariffs so you can create the best value for the consumer?
Well, we've been busy. And we've also been reminded, it's important to have that flexible mindset, but also to have options in sourcing, and particularly with our big programs, to have different alternatives. And, we've also been looking at, how do we manufacture more in the United States? So right now we have most of our upholstery being manufactured in the United States and assembled in the United States. And we have also Rejuvenation, which, is our fastest growing small brand, is assembled in Portland, Oregon. And that has been really fun to build, and it's been doing well, and it's been doing great lately. And it's part of our strategy also to, reduce some of the other numbers and increase the made in the USA and the assembled in the United States.
Laura, will you let us go to one of your places in America so we can see what you're up to?
We would love to show you that.
I think we got to do it. Fantastic. Laura Alber, President and CEO of Williams-Sonoma. Thank you, Laura, for coming on. It's great to see you.
Great to see you, too. Thank you, Jim.
Mad Money's back after the break.
Coming up, could this stock be a ticket to gains in an uncertain market? Cramer checks in on Live Nation amid a murky macro backdrop. Next. Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @Jim Cramer on X. Have a question? Tweet Cramer. #MadMentions. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.